Shalom. Shalom Aleichem.
Caesarea was a very, very unique and beautiful city that was built by marble and stone with a lot of structure and temples and water fountains. Okay, we can learn it from the remains that were found here. Had a lot of marbles and stone. You see those pillars that was made from a very expensive marble. We don't necessarily have this marble in Israel. And Herods had to bring it from a long distances, quarries around the Mediterranean Sea. Caesarea is here, you see. But the stone quarry, the stone sources were brought from different places in Turkey, in Greece, in Egypt, in Sinai Peninsula. Okay? Now, just behind you here we have a coffin. We are standing in front of the palace. And this is like a picture that shows us how the palace looked like. It was divided into two sections, a private section and a public section. A public section where the police was, where the court was, okay? And private section is used by the king, to welcome his guests, to make receptions. Okay, let's go down and see that.
I'm sure we'll find the...
Okay, we are standing in the palace. The palace that was built by King Herod. And you know that after the death of King Herod, the palace was used by the Roman governors. The sons of King Herod was not as successful as their father. Because of that, the Romans that controlled these lands decided to send their own governor to rule here. One of them we know very good. His name is Pontius Pilate. Okay? And they preferred to be here in Caesarea and not in Jerusalem because Jerusalem was very religious, Jerusalem was very Jewish, okay? And Caesarea was built as a Roman city, so it was very familiar. It was looked like, you know, a city from Rome, okay? Pontius Pilate, the person that sentenced Jesus to death, okay? A real stone with a real name from the Bible. Isn't it exciting? It means that what is written in the Bible is real and true. Okay? Good. So this is the name of Pontius Pilate. It's written here in Latin. Pontius Pilate, the prefect of Judea, erected a building dedicated to the Emperor Tiberius. Okay? It's a well, an ancient well. So we are standing in front of the private section of the palace. Remember, the palace was divided to the public section and the private section. This is the private section. When King Herod built, he tried to show that he can build against the nature. Okay? What he did here, he built a freshwater pool in the middle of the sea. Today, of course, it's not freshwater pool, but in the time, you can see here. Okay, in the middle of the palace, there was a freshwater pool. King Herod was the king of the Jews. And it was very important for him to respect the Jewish values. Even though he adopted the ideas and the Greek and the Roman architectures. So the mosaic was very Roman, but we cannot see their idols or faces, okay, or images, because according to the Jewish commandments, the Ten Commandments, one of them says you shall not make for yourself an idol in the shape of anything, including when you make a floor. Okay, so we can see it here. We can see only geometric patterns. We can see only geometric shapes. Okay, and this place was turned to a place of horses races, as we saw in the movie. Why these seats here considered the best seats? What do you think? The Roman way of building, to build vaults, arches, with spaces that supported a stage, only they built the structures. They also did it in Jerusalem and in many places. So under the vaults, those big spaces were used as storerooms.
So they are used to keep the money.
Maybe also to keep the money, could be. Because we know that the financial administration was located in this area, yes. Jackie, where is she? She's coming.
Wow! How she put it?
katulabe eddakiika eno oli ku WBS weebaze nnyo aba Africa One Tours and Travel Limited abakoze ekinene okulaba nti WBS egenda nzika mwakwogera ekirabo kye bampadde okulambula ensi neweebaze nnyo management ya WBS okulaba nti efubye neeraba nti tulage omukolo guno kati nno gwatulaba ebyafaayo bya Kabaka Kerode obimanyiiko ki mu kiseera nga kino obimanyiiko ki wali obisobyeko wali obiwuliddeko kyandibadde kirungi bw'obiraba notinga mubikole bayibuli mulabire eddala ekyo kye tulambudde kye batulaze bwe kiri kati tuli mu baasi nga tugenda ku kitundu ekirala naye katubuuze ku mwana ono kikyayizeemu naye munatusonyiwa omwana wa luzunguzungu. How are you?
I'm fine.
What is your name?
My name is Musime Michelle.
Can you tell us about the first trip?
The first trip we learned about the earthquakes of Caesarea. Then we went to the temple. We also saw Herod's palace and the place where they held their sports games and their restaurants by that time. We also saw where the Arab traders used to trade from, the river, and Herod's fort.
omulungi atulaba munnange tutyatambula tukugamba tuli mu nsi entukuvu nga Africa One Tours and Travel Limited ekabuzika katuuso be baatuwa olugendo olwo aba WBS ne WBS nayo neefuba neraba nga egenda okubibatuusaako kati no munnange tuli mu kitundu ensi kyeyogerako Yesu bamubatirizaawa tuli Isreal mu nsi entukuvu naye tugenda okutuuka ku mugga Jordan era nga wano we tugenda okuyingirira tovaawo tulabe olabe ebibeerayo nze neetegese akacupa kange olwampadde mu hoteri gye tusula soda konze kankatereke kubanga saaleeta kadomola waakiri naasinayo tuzi nja kubuuza bagakkiriza ye ki ekikolebwayo babatirizaawo ayagala okubatiriza banamubatiza gwe tunula tovaawo bambi